Ndefu la tuloyamba limene tifuna tione from this akunena kuti the force of 25 Newton limits the motion of the block of mass 50 kg which is being dragged on the horizontal ground. Akamati limits kutanthauza kuti icho chikupanga opposite, limit chikupanga opposite. So ngati chinthucho chikupita kumadzanja ndekuti we are having this force of 25 newtons imene ikukankhira chinthuchi kuchani, chinthuchi kumanzere. Okay, so this 25 newtons force, it's a frictional force, and the W awa tipatsa W kuti ndi 50 watt, 50 kg. Okay, ndeiwowa akunena kuti we should calculate the coefficient of friction force. So mind you, ifeyo tikuyambapo kusolva tizalemba. Remember we are saying that coefficient of friction force is just force then over what, over R kapena kuti W. Okay, take note that friction force ka static or kinetic ties also minus ake ndi newtons, and also the weight ties also minus what, newtons, and this one we are having 50 kg. So we're supposed to convert this one to what, good isintipita kuma force. So mind you, per Newton's second law of motion, we said that force is equal to product of mass and acceleration, MA, whereby to find the force timapanga mass yota musa acceleration. Acceleration imaka acceleration due to gravity, which is 10 meters per second one, per second square. Sama kupatsani mumene muloweze khale munthu mwanu. Ndikuti ife kuti peze force tigwitsa ntchito Newton's second law of motion, ndeti dzangopanga here 50 multiplied by 10, then we are getting what, 500 what, 500 newtons. Hii kanakhala kuti what finally 500 grams. Ndekuti ababa mass amaruza kuti nthawi zonse zikhala kuma kilogram. Ndeti if we had to convert this one ipite ku what, kuma kilogram, tigesa by 1000, ndeti peza 0.5 what, kilogram. Ndeti 0.5 kilogram inameti tampanga multiplied by what, 10. Please, my unit conversion kumavesesa bwino. So apapa tapeza force yathu as 500, and then we have got 25 newtons. Okay, so now we want to get the value of coefficient of friction force. So coefficient of friction force ndikuti pali F here, you are going to write what, 25 imene anatipatsira ija, then over 500 imene taipanga ku calculate here. So mukapanga, then we are going to get 0.05. Okay, 0.05. Nanga what if anena kuti suppose the coefficient force is coefficient of friction force is 0.05, and the friction force is what, is 25. Find weight. Find weight of the object in kilogram. What do we do? Okay, so you know pamene bobu mwene mulemba formula yanu ndina kuti coefficient is equal to F over weight. So if we want to find this one, ndikuti idzakhala weight is equal to F over what, coefficient. So F tapeza kuti ndi 25, then coefficient 0.05. When you do this, you're supposed to get 500 what, 500 newtons. Komewa atilamula kuti ansalekhe kuma kilogram, ndeti ine mdzene mdzageko ndi 10. Mdzatenga ma newtons aja 500 divided by what, divided by 10. So you get what, 50 kgs. So please try using this same example. If you have a coefficient, try to find weight and try to find what, try to find friction. Ndila makauta wapatsani zinthu ziwiri ndikubiseni chimodzi. So kutanthauza kuti ababa they can ask china chilichonse osati wina loweza kuti amafunsa coefficient. Ata kufunsa coefficient, ata kufunsa this atafusa this one friction force or atafusa normal reaction. So please osalephera kafuso kojogera apapa. The second question akunena kuti we have the figure below shows a block of mass 200 kg. So let's just draw the block here. We just need to draw the block, and yeah, so this block, this is the surface. Okay, E the surface, the fusa kunena kuti at a constant velocity with a force of 40 newtons at an angle of 60 degrees to the horizontal. So this is the horizontal surface. Nde munthu zinga tunena kuti akupanga pull this block komano akupanga at an angle. So angle imene ikupangidwa on the horizontal ground, it's 60 degrees. Okay, 60 degrees. This is what? Rough surface. This is rough surface, and here we have got what? Friction force. Here I've got friction force, and you know E in the block imene ndi 200 kg. So kukuli ngati kuti kuli munthu kutsogoloko akukankha this block with force yake F and at an angle of 60 degrees. Ndefuso akunena kuti okay, at an angle to the horizontal. Kenago the question should be find coefficient force. Find the coefficient friction force. So that should be our question. The only difference here is that umumuti ndi 200 kg tita kumsintha akhala kuma newtons, and this one force yathu yomwe ndi 40 here. You have got 40 newtons. Komanso there is what? 60 degrees. Hena atangofulumira kodzapeza coefficient adzangopanga 40 divided by 2000 after other center 200 times 10 newtons. Then you have 2000 what? 2000 newtons. So hena adzangopanga that 40 divided by 2000 kwa mulakwa. Ngati munthu akupanga push at an angle in which mene kuti pamenepo mukapeze it's the horizontal force. So you are not going to multiply with 40. No. Como you're supposed to find the horizontal force imene ikakhala friction force. Tidaphunzira kale under the vectors, where when we have this we can have a triangle. Okay, we can have a triangle. This is like 90 degrees, 60 degrees. Okay, tungo igama values like this. So if you have to find this value of the horizontal component, so that 40 ndi force imene munthu yakukankhira. Munthu apapa akukankha ndi force what? Force ya 40 newtons. Koma first tigwiritsa ntchito the applied force. If timagwiritsa ntchito friction force, then overweight. Koma if patsidwa force which is applied. So to find the friction force, you just need to find the what? Horizontal what? Component, which is x. Ndeuti here you find that you know that it's going to be cos 60 degrees. Okay, so is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent with x, then hypotenuse with 40. If you multiply, then x is equal to 40 degrees, then cos what? 60 degrees. Sorry, 40 newtons over cos 60 degrees. In other words, here is also when you want to find the horizontal force. It's written as FH. Ndetu mangwene mulembe force multiplied by cos what? Cos theta degrees. This cos theta degrees akubwera this explanation. 40 in the newtons, I mean the force, and the cos, then 60 degrees, it can be any force. So I think there we have understood. So mukakhaula kupatsana ndi angle mungodziwa apapo kuti chimene mapanga mumakapeza horizontal force. Unyo mukagwiritsa frictional force imakhala horizontal force. So mumakipeza bwanji horizontal force mangokapanga force multiplied by cos theta. So that's what we are going to do from this diagram. So this means that mukapanga force which is 40, mukapanga 40 then multiply by cos 60 degrees, and you will get your answer. Or from the formula, I think you get 20 newtons. So this is the frictional force. Now kinetic, we are saying that F then over what? Normal weight R, and if we are about 200 kilograms, so typically multiply by 10 to get 2000 what? 2000 newtons. Okay, meaning to say our primary F take up what? Take up 20 ijatenebeza horizontal force, then over 200 kilogram times into our kilowatt 2000, data typically over 2000. So our value is going to be 0.01, just 0.01, because I'm counting my newtons and then my newtons are pan. In other words, kinetic, coefficient of frictional force does not have values. So I think you have understood about that. Then the application of frictional force, the brakes in a car use pads made of material that offer a lot of friction force. Ma brake ajakuta azipanga kata friction force. Mukone ma brake anjinga, mukapanga ma brake anjinga pamakazi malaba zimene zimagwa material yaja ikama friction force ikamachitika tayala jaima. So that's what we are saying. Ababa atakuvusa kuti even uses of frictional force. Commerce, the friction between the soles of our shoes and tires of the car provide a grip on the ground, and the conveyor belts in factories do not slip because of frictional force between them. Commerce, the nails are able to hold the pieces of wood. So mali mkomo kumelela pa udu umagwirana bwino ndi udu chifukwa cha friction force. Otherwise without friction force misomali jasibweza si kulimba. Chifukwa pena mapeza kuti mwina nati olubauto olonsomali wakwepa imana tuzo tumpako ija yakula kuelekeza ndi somali uja kenako palibe friction force between them, ndi chifukwa sumagwira somali. Writing on a paper chalkboard it utilizes friction. Ine uri muzilemba papepa paja kana ndi ya friction force pada akati padzitelela simungalembe. The disadvantages of friction as parts rub against each other in machines they tear and wear. So even itala maneno kuti ya itala la tankana kima ka friction force laenda kwambiri pansi parala because of friction force limamba kunyenyeka tali kupita kwa mapeto. But how can this problem be solved? We do this by lubricating the parts with the oil between the parts lubricating the parts with what? With the oil. So these are the disadvantages and the uses or the applications of friction force. Know these things, know the types of friction forces, know the definition, know the calculations, and know the factors that affect the friction forces. So this marks the end of our lesson. If there are questions, please feel free, you can ask. Otherwise, I wish you the best.